Okay, today we're going to be installing this panic door hardware on this interior door. It's going to go onto a slab, a door slab of a door that enters into a hallway. As you can see, it's a regular door slab with the regular bore. Okay, now let's get started. First, you want to pull everything out. Make sure that you have everything that you need. It comes with a lot of different parts. You don't use all of them because they're for different situations. Make sure you review your instructions before you start. And if you had a door that did not have a boring already, they give you a template to show you how to do your bore. Okay. So now we're going to read the instructions and we're going to move forward. If your door is not bored out, use this template. Okay, come off the edge of the door 2 3/4 inches and put a vertical line. That's going to be your center point. And then come up from the floor at 41 inches from finished floor, and that'll be the center of your hole. Then drill your hole. Okay, our door is already bored out. So we're gonna go ahead and put the lever in the hole. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the door. Okay, we're going to have to drill through so that we can bring the screws all the way through to this lock. Okay, for that one and that one. All right, let's mark it and drill it out. Okay, I just wanted to show you something. These pins can unscrew, and then you don't need to drill the hole. And then, but all that holds it from turning is those little spikes that go into the door. Okay, see that one there? I don't recommend pulling those out and just using the spikes. Drill the hole. You don't have to drill very far into the door. It doesn't have to go all the way through the door, but then this will give stability to your handle. When everybody's turning it, it's got some support on those 2 pins. So even though you can pull them out, I do not recommend it. As you can see, you don't need to drill all the way through. Just drill far enough so that the little pin will sit inside of it. Okay? Get that in so that it's tight to the door. Okay. Now you put your plate on, then put your mounting plate on. Okay, check your lever, make sure it's operating, functioning properly. Okay, now let's go on to the bar. You have to install this end, okay, which is this. It goes into the back side of the panic bar. Okay, so now to find that spot, I do something a little easy, makes it easy, is I first get that metal notch right there. You have to get this star onto that. Real simple. Put it on. I put a mark on my door right where that is, if you can see that. Okay, then what I do is I measure down from the top of my door and I put the same mark there. I've already transferred the other mark, but what I do is I bring my closer up to that mark and then have that outside mark for my clip. It gives me exactly where this is going to be located. Okay, so it makes it simple to install that clip. All I did was measure from the top of the door down over to here, transferred the mark over to here, put this on, and made a pencil mark on the back side. I don't have to cut this closer down because this is made for a 36-inch door, so there's no cutting involved. If I had this on a 32-inch door or a 30-inch door, I would have to cut this part off, okay? Which they make that possible. It's not a big deal, but in this case, we don't have to do it. Now, if you could see that mark, I put it to that side, okay? So I have it at the top and I have it on the side. Right there, okay? Now, all I did is I put one screw in for now, just one, okay? Now, take your door closer, slip it on. Don't push all the way until you're ready. Okay, and that slips right on. Now I double check this side. See, it's a little crooked. So now I just push it in and put in the other screw. Okay, now you install the other screw. Everything's nice and square. And now start installing these screws. Stand back, take a look at it. It looks good. Finish screwing it off, and then we'll go on to the next part. Okay, now this is your strike. I slide it in place, okay? Now, very important. I'll pull it out and show you, but there's a top latch. You see it right there that's hitting that strike, but it keeps that clicked in, okay? This is what makes the panic bar work properly. The bottom is inside that groove, okay? That's what locks it when the door is closed so that it just doesn't swing open. All right, so now what I do is I take a pencil and I mark those holes on the jamb. Okay, now that I've marked it, I slide it out. I have my marks on the jamb. Remember, this here is important to be on top of this, okay? It needs to be just like this, so that when it closes, this is how it sits. So make sure you marked it properly before you start drilling your holes. Okay, now I'm gonna drill my holes in the jamb. Sure, when you're picking a bit that you use the proper bit. Put your bit on top of the screw. Make sure you can see the threads on each side. Okay, if it doesn't give you that, then your bit is too large. And once you do this, say you chose too small of a bit, you can always use the next bit higher to make the hole bigger, okay? But once you make it too big, now you gotta get a bigger screw. So don't do that. All right, to the edge, hold it and bring the door close again just to double check to make sure you're in the right spot, okay? Move it any which way you have to, then drill your holes, okay? Okay, now I have it screwed onto the jamb. Now let's check the door. All right, beautiful. It's fitting in there really nice into the slot, keeping that top one depressed. And now the panic bar works. Okay, let's put the trim on, and then we'll have to do the door closer so it operates properly. It's a Very simple. You just slide it on. Okay, attach those screws. You get 4 in that one. And then you have this one. Just attach them and put all the screws in. All the little trim pieces on, screw them all in. Makes the panic bar look great. Okay, do the same thing on your jam. All right, looks good. Now, okay, looks great, functioning properly. All right, that's how you install a panic bar. Okay, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Building with Papa. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. All right, see you on the next one.